guest in the studios. We are going to discuss the impact of coronavirus and technology. Like I said, we have earlier on discussed coronavirus or COVID-19 on transport and other issues. But today we want to look at the role of the technology, modern day technology on the situation of the coronavirus in the Gambia and of course globally as well. So I'm glad to say joining me on the platform now is Modun Jai, who is of course the founder of NEPLOS, this web designer and also a development agency, and Farm Fresh Agro Tech. Mr. Jai, good morning and welcome to the program. Thank you. Of course, Modun Jai, of course, is have jointly, designed it with Anas Ba, who of course is a founder of Evnosoft, IT and Telecoms, and CEO of Absamari Group. And of course, to develop a website to help inform Gambians, update them on the coronavirus, and of course give information and other related matters of the disease. Now, again, let's start on that. What can you tell us about how those initiations started? Why do you feel the need to come up of developing the website?
Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah. As you rightly stated, the idea came when my good friend Anas Ba, who is a young Gambian IT expert based in the UK, approached me and said that we think that we can use our IT knowledge to help fight the spread of the COVID virus in the Gambia.
Okay.
My background is also in ICT, almost 20 years. We said we are not doctors, but we have an expertise in technology whereby we can help to inform the population about the latest authentic and official information surrounding the spread of the COVID-19, and also how to help mitigate this problem, how to solve this problem. So we developed this platform, which is very user-friendly. We also believe that the majority of the population are youths, over 60%. Yeah. They are on social media and they have access to these platforms. And by giving this access to the youths, they can further relay the information to their relatives and parents. So this is the whole idea behind it. As you rightly said, Anas Ba and myself are volunteering with our resources, both financial and technical, and you name it, as our way of contributing towards the fight against COVID-19. And the other reason is that we've seen that there are lots of efforts here and there that people are making. You have information from different sources. Yeah. So the website also, the other advantage of the website is it serves as a central platform whereby all official communication from all sectors, for example, the Ministry of Health, for example, MRC, KMC, even the government, any press release, any information that is released, that is officially released, will be immediately shared on the website.
Exactly. Yeah. Great move. Now, your idea or initiative of coming up with developing a website to help Gambians inform, that is Gambians in the Gambia, and of course Gambians outside, also in the diaspora. Now, but does this also have to do with your concern on the level of awareness of Gambians on the dangers of the virus? Because if you look at the situation currently in the country, it looks like people are not that much serious, or does it take the nature of the disease very serious? People are still mingling, people are still doing their normal life businesses.
Absolutely. I think that is the main thing, that is the main reason that kind of pushed us to implement this platform, because if you go around, you can see that people just believe that this is not for Africa, or they just believe that if you pray, you will be protected. So there's a lot of ignorance. There's a lot of misinformation. So this website helps to clarify on some of these myths, they call it, and all the information that we put on the website are from official sources like WHO, the Center for Disease Control, CDC in the US, and all authentic sources. So we want to contribute in terms of disseminating vital, accurate information to the population using this platform.
Exactly, and again, this will lead me to ask, who are your target people? I know you talk about Gambians and the diaspora and all that, but who are your target? Because not everybody can read or can log into the website and read and all that. Not everybody can use technology.
Yes.
Who are your targeted people in this case?
Yes, our target is the youths of the Gambia, because they form the cream of the society and they form over 60% of the population. And I can say that with certainty that at least 80% of the youths have a mobile phone. Whether it's a smartphone or whether it's a simple phone, I want to believe that at least 80 to 90%. It could be 100, but let's just say at least 80% have a mobile phone. And the advantage of that is that these youths, when they receive this information from us or from the platform, they can easily disseminate it and share it with their relatives, their parents, and loved ones who don't have the access. So I think this is why we are focusing on the youths, and we have also recently partnered with the National Youth Council. They have a committee, a group that is called the Youth Response Team Against COVID-19. And they're doing a marvelous job, headed by the director of the National Youth Council, Mr. Lamin Dabo. So we intend to collaborate more with them to see how best we can support them. And as you know, on the website, there's a GoFundMe aspect of it, which is fundraising. And we hope to use some of these funds that is raised to support such organizations like the National Youth Council, like the Ministry of Health, and any other relevant organization that we deem would need our assistance.
All right, that's quite very interesting. Now, I know, of course, later on we will, of course, get more into how the whole thing would work. How would people access information and how those, certain issues also work. And you talk about fundraising and all that. But at this point, I probably need to bring on the importance of technology at the situation that we find ourselves in. That is entirely, what can you tell us generally, the role of IT or technology at this current situation the world has been engulfed or, find itself on?
I can say technology can be a lifesaver at this point in time, because access to timely and accurate information can definitely save a life. And you can only do that through technology. Let's say using a mobile phone, you can instantly share information that would save a life. For example, with KMC, with an SMS platform, they can easily send SMSs to everybody. So technology plays a very, very, very crucial role in all the countries around the world that are fighting this virus. You can see that they are leveraging on technology. They highly use technology to inform the population about the spread of this virus and how to control it and how to prevent it, preventive measures. And that brings me to another aspect of the project. I call it a project because it's ongoing. It was just launched 2 days ago, the website. We are looking at the possibility of partnering with GSM companies to make this website what they call like toll-free, like in America, like a free number. How in GSM technology, you have numbers that you can call and you don't have to pay for it, it's free. We want this website to be freely accessible by everyone, even if you don't have internet or bytes. Maybe you have, maybe 1 megabyte or whatever. Maybe the bare minimum.
Exactly.
And with the bare minimum bytes that you have, you should be able to access the website and stay up to date within the website. So that everybody can have access to it. This is our goal. We don't know if we will reach it or we'll achieve it, but this is our intention.
Exactly. Of course, the moment you talk about mobile phones, of course, the issue of the GSM operators was going to come into discussion. But again, you earlier on mentioned, in your, of course, Woods, I heard you mention about the issue of partnership. You partnered with Anas and all that. Not even I'm talking about, of course, you know, maybe with GSMs and all that.
Yes,
now,
yes.
Of course, you mentioned about the Ministry of Health and also MRC in this work that you are involved. But I want to bring on the issue of the central government here. Do you think they have they're really serious, or they have taken technology seriously? For instance, if you look at other countries, that nowadays people are working from home, using technology and doing their work. Nowadays, we have seen the government have you know, declared the close of schools, and kids are struggling to take classes on TV and radio. Concentration maybe you know, lacking and all that. Do you think government really has taken technology seriously? You know, yes, for example, also some schools here like CIVEC are using technology to teach their students and all that. So what can you say about that?
Yeah, I think on that front, more work needs to be done from the side of the government. They've made a lot of progress, but I think a lot has to be done. And this is what inspired us to take up this initiative to use technology to help spread, useful information and timely information. And we're willing to work with anyone. We're just volunteering to play our little quota in this fight against COVID-19. So we just want to encourage the government. Our expertise is readily available. If we are needed, we can be called upon, because you can use teleconferencing and other services to conduct meetings virtually, you know. And of course, with this, we will have to collaborate with the telcos, the telecommunication companies and GSM companies to also make their fees more affordable. This is another aspect, because I'm a member of both the ITAC, that's the Information Technology Association of the Gambia. I'm also a member of the Internet Society chapter. So we have an intention to reach out to the telcos and the GSM companies to make an appeal to them to consider reducing the cost of data, the tariffs, significantly during this period of crisis. Before we started the show, I just got a message that in Kenya, you know, they use mobile money a lot. In Kenya, mobile money is highly used. And like you mentioned, asking me about technology, if mobile money penetration was really high, then we'll be using less cash right now. And cash is another potential carrier of this virus. Cash. You know, so this is just an opportunity whereby we hope that the government will see this as a wake-up call, so that
exactly. Talking about conferencing, the European Union, you know, of course, using mobile, you know, conferencing and all that. And I think the same thing could have been done. It's doable in the Gambia. The president would have been at State House, maybe ministers been at their homes, and they can, you know, have conference and discuss about the national issues.
Including the National Assembly, which has been also suspended. Proceedings could have continued via teleconferencing or video conferencing. And like I mentioned before, if the GSM companies also come on board and significantly reduce the cost of data, everybody will be able to afford to go online and see what is happening.
What role is Pura playing in this?
So that is one of the roles that Pura has to play. So we will officially write to them to see if they can implore on the GSM and telco companies to play a part. We know they are doing a lot, but they can do more in terms of corporate social responsibility, in terms of giving back by, you know, significantly reducing the data tariffs, at least during this period of the crisis. And I think the general public will greatly appreciate that.
It's a difficult time for everybody, and I think that will be a very good move if they can, you know, agree to your idea in reducing the cost of data in the country at this you know, time. Now, if you are just joining us, this is an extended version of the Good Morning Africa on Africa TV, and we have a guest, Modun Jai, who, of course, together with ANASPA, you know, developed a website to raise the awareness of Gambians and also inform them more on the coronavirus, and that's why he is here to give us more information on how the website would work and all that. Modu, if I can come to that now, take us through the website, how it will work. You say it was been developed or launched 2 days ago. Now, I want us to bit by bit, explain these things, for those that are watching to understand how these things work exactly.
Yeah, the website is very simple. All you need to do is go to covidgambia.org.
Okay.
As you can see, it's already projected on your screen.
Yeah.
And then as you scroll, it's also very, how do I put it, user-friendly. The information is readily available, and you will see the history behind it, the setting up of this website, our background. It gives real-time information about the cases, in terms of the confirmed cases, those have recovered, those that have unfortunately lost their lives to COVID in the Gambia. So real time. So we are all connected, and we're building a team. It's myself and Anas, but we're expecting more experts to come on board. And we also have a live chat, as you can see on the right-hand side.
Okay.
This is a live chat whereby people can communicate with us, and we'll be able to answer questions or direct these questions to the experts, the medical experts. Because I want to make an emphasis that we are not doctors, we are not medical doctors. We are just using technology to support those in the medical field. So this brings me to another aspect of our platform, which is the live help desk platform. It's an email system whereby if you send an email to help@covidgambia.org, in the coming days, maybe by tomorrow or by end of the week, hopefully you'll be able to have responses from medical professionals who will be able to answer any query that you might have about this virus.
Exactly. Again, I will ask now, talking about the website, how frequent do you update the website in information as things happen, things unfold in the country? People will really need to know just to click a button and get the latest information about the situation of coronavirus in the Gambia.
I can say the frequency is as frequent as we receive information. Minimum is on an hourly basis. If there is any new information within an hour, it is already on the website. If there's a new press release within an hour or 30 minutes, it will be on the website. So constantly we are on standby to provide relevant information that can really help people to be better informed and to fight this virus.
How about on the email side of things? How quick or fast do you respond to emails, and do you work 24/7 round the clock? Anytime I send an email, the response would be back immediately, or what? How does it work?
Even with the email system, it's fully automated. I call it an email system, but it's actually what they call a bot. That is like a robot. So even if we are not online at that particular point in time, there will be an automated system that will automatically respond using artificial intelligence to respond to certain questions that we have trained the system to understand and how to respond to those questions. So you can call it 24/7. When the humans are sleeping, the robot will be active, responding to people and their queries. And all these email systems are configured on our phones. So if we are on the go, we always receive the alerts.
Now what kind exactly? What areas or what kind of informations are you focusing on to give that people can access in the email and of course on the website also? Maybe email people may ask action and all that, but on the website, are you focusing on the prevention, precautionary measures, or maybe maybe also giving advices on other areas, or maybe what people can do to be more informed about COVID-19 and its dangers and what and all that. What are the focus areas?
It's all the areas that you've rightly mentioned. Primarily the preventive areas, because we believe that prevention is better than cure.
Absolutely.
And giving our context, the context that we live in our society in Africa, we don't have the resources. That's the honest truth. We don't have enough resources to fight this disease. So our best option is the preventive option, to educate the people to stay at home as much as possible, to exercise what is called social distancing. I call it physical distancing. And also to keep on washing their hands using antibacterial soap or hand sanitizer or any kind of detergent that will keep them keep their hands clean, and so you know, this is the same information that is being shared by the WHO and by the Ministry of Health and the CDC, Center for Disease Control in the US. So I mean, we believe that with using the preventive measures, we will be able to...
Exactly, and at this point also, like you said, you are not doctors, so for clarity purpose, does it mean also you of course, probably you have mentioned it, you are working closely with the Minister of Health and MRC to make sure you give accurate information?
Exactly. That is our goal. That is our intention. As I mentioned, we just launched two days ago. So we've reached out to, we've written to the Medical and Dental Council of the Gambia to inform them of our activities and also to see how best we can collaborate. Maybe they can suggest certain doctors that would be willing to volunteer to work with us, as well as MRC. So as at now, all the information that you see on the website are official information obtained from official sources like MRC and so on and so forth. So it's nothing, we're not coming up with our own ideas, especially on the medical side, certainly not. Anything that we come up on the medical side, it would be something that is obtained from official source like the World Health Organization, from MRC or the Ministry of Health. We've also written to the Ministry of Health, well, early this morning, and we are very confident that they will respond positively, and we're looking forward to meeting them by end of this week, and see how best we can support them, you know, in addition to what we are already doing. If they have any technological requirement, we'll be most willing to help if we can.
Fantastic. Well, I think it's a national call, and in whatever way you can play a part, of course you can. And I think this is what Modu and Anas and others have been doing to make sure that they also play a part in their own way to make sure that we will all fight this, you know, disease called COVID-19 or the coronavirus. Now again, you know, coming back to the information given to Gambians, of course we talk about Gambians home and abroad. Are you only focusing on Gambians or non-Gambians alike can also log in and get informations?
Yeah, absolutely. This is for everybody, whether you are a Gambian or non-Gambian. You have equal access to the website and equal access to the information that we are providing, which will save anybody's life. Even if you're not in the Gambia, you can make use of the information that we provide, because this is information that is obtained from authentic sources. And I keep repeating that because there's a lot of misinformation going around, a lot of myths, people who are saying we are Africans, even in the Gambia, or because of the sunshine, you will not be affected, it will kill the COVID, or because you are very young, you shouldn't worry. These are all false information or misinformation. Everybody is at risk, whether young or old.
Definitely.
You can succumb to this virus. The rate of recovery is high, it's good, but that doesn't mean that everybody is going to recover.
We cannot take chances.
So you cannot take chances. So we just want to dispel some of these myths, and some people who just believe that, you know, you just sit and pray and then hope for the best, or that things will, miracles will happen. Yes, miracles do happen, but as they say, God or Allah helps those who help themselves.
Indeed.
So if we start helping ourselves, I'm very confident that the Almighty will also come to our aid. But we have to make that effort in terms of prevention, in terms of awareness.
Yeah, absolutely. And this goes back to what you just mentioned earlier, and that prevention is better than cure.
Absolutely.
I think that's just the bottom line of it. Now, before we move on, of course, we talked about the website, we talked about the email. The most modern use nowadays communication is about the WhatsApp and maybe if not SMS. What is there any plans for that? If yes, how does it tell us about that as well?
Yes, currently we are at an advanced stage of developing a WhatsApp feature which is called a WhatsApp chatbot, which is also an automated system. Because as you know, I don't know the exact figures, but again, I would say that a good number of youths or Gambians in general are on WhatsApp.
No, nowadays, even
in the women in the gardens, they're all on WhatsApp, communicating.
Use WhatsApp. Yeah.
So we felt that WhatsApp is the appropriate technology to use to reach out to a wider audience.
Okay.
So this chatbot is under development, and very soon we will launch it. And what it does is, if you send a message to a particular number, which we will announce once it's ready, it will also interact with you, helping you to provide relevant real-time information about what is happening in the Gambia. So that is also an additional way of informing the public. Yeah. And also the SMS system will also be launched very soon, whereby if you subscribe to the SMS system, if there's any update about the pandemic in the Gambia, you will receive an SMS alert at no cost to you. We are taking on board all the costs because we see it as our as a duty, as citizens, to also contribute. People can contribute in different ways. So for us, our gift is using technology. And we hope that it will be effective.
All right, fantastic. Now the website has been launched 2 days ago. Like you said, how has been the response? How effective it has been so far? Do you think you're definitely on the right move at the moment?
Yes, absolutely. It has been very overwhelming since we launched about 48 hours ago. In addition to the website, we also have a Facebook page. If you go to facebook.com/COVIDGambia, you will see that it's very active, and it's also linked with the website. The response has been great. As I said, once we launched, we had started receiving phone calls from all corners, and people welcoming this great initiative. So even the National Youth Council, that is how we got to partner with them. They saw it, and they saw that this thing was just fantastic. And you can see the feedback on our Facebook page as well. So this gives us a lot of hope and courage to even push harder and to make it even better. So as technologists, you're always thinking of ways of improvement. As it is, we are thinking of how to further improve, the system, and we welcome all ideas, that would further help us to achieve a common objective, which is to defeat COVID-19.
Exactly. That's very good. Now, again, you just started these things, and of course the response is, started also to be good. Now, how do you intend to make sure you will export this message to Gambians? Of course, you are here to sell out the information, but is there any other way also that you intend, or you want to use the media and more often to make sure people will be more aware about this website, about the WhatsApp groups, about the SMS and other things that you intend to do later on to make sure that Gambians will be more informed on this virus?
Yeah, exactly. That's really, really important. Creating awareness about the platform. As recent as yesterday, I was invited by Afri Radio. They also saw it. They saw when we launched, and they just said, "Hey, this makes a lot of sense. Why don't you come to our radio program and talk about this platform?" Which was highly appreciated. And we intend to do the same with other radio stations, and using the newspapers and other forms and other platforms. And we want to say that I want to say that I'm very grateful. We are very thankful to iAfrica TV for giving us this wonderful opportunity. We know that if you were supposed to send us a bill, it will be quite a huge sum, which we might not be able to afford. But we also know that you're also doing this as a national duty.
Yeah, absolutely.
And we want to thank you very much. This is not the first time that I've been on this TV. You've been very supportive.
Thank you.
For a very long time, since I launched my other platforms like Farm Fresh, when we had the farmers market, you know. So I want to thank Lamin and the rest of the crew.
Thank you.
And to, you know, wish you all the best.
Yeah, fantastic. Yeah, we will also continue to play our role because especially at such a critical situation where the nation needs everybody, like I said earlier, in whatever way, in whatever form you can play a part. I know, of course, you of course wouldn't hesitate to do so. And of course, as you heard from Modu and of course with his partner, and as they felt they also have a role to play. And you know, in technology, they didn't wait to be called. So they're here to tell us how they want to, you know, help Gambians be more informed and beware about the coronavirus, and how do we take measures to prevent ourselves as Gambians and as human beings anywhere in the world, as he explained earlier on. Now, of course, you talked about also the burden on this, you know, project, as you called it. Do you have any partner? So far, of course, you said you sold the net, but do you have anybody probably who, after seeing this, maybe would have an interest, more disinterest in probably we should come and give our part also and make sure that you would do more as you are doing right now? Is there anybody so far, or if no, are you willing to knock doors maybe for the support, or if anybody also comes, you are willing to partner with anybody in this one?
Yeah, like I said, this is a national call, so we're willing to partner with any organization that has a similar mindset or similar causes. There are lots of efforts being made by several Gambians. If you go to social media, you'll see different groups, Facebook groups and all that. So we want to call all of them, so that, as they say in Wolof, mbolo moy dole. So if we can come together as one, and share our ideas, I think it will be even better. So, you know, we're calling on, you know, organizations that can support us. We don't need any financial support. Let me just clarify that. We don't need any financial support. We just want to leverage on technology. But we need the kind of support that would help us to create more awareness about our platform, right? And you know, offices like the WHO, the Ministry of Health, to put the word out there that by accessing information from our platform, they will be getting real-time, authentic, useful information that will benefit everybody.
And in this case, then I will just ask, what is the ultimate objective, you know, that you have in, you know, in developing the website?
Yeah, the ultimate objective is simply to disseminate accurate information, which will eventually lead to the defeat of COVID-19, because we see this as a battle or a war. So we are like soldiers in the IT field. So you have other soldiers in the medical field, soldiers in the media. You are all soldiers right now. Everybody in the country should see himself or herself as a soldier. So whatever you can do to contribute, whether it's through your skills or through your equipment or whatever, please go ahead and do it. We don't need any kind of praise. We don't need any kind of I don't know how to put it. Like, this is for everybody. For everybody, you know. I just had to do this. I didn't even want to come on TV, but I just said, let me just put all that aside. This is a national call. We don't want to score any points. This is non-political. So we're just calling on everybody to come on board.
Exactly. I think that's very clear. And just to conclude, how would you, right now, if you look at the situation of the country, do you think that, you know, as a country, we are on the right track on facing this disease of coronavirus? 3 cases so far in the country.
Yeah, 3 confirmed cases.
1 death
and one has passed away.
Yeah.
Which going by statistics,
Yeah.
if you study statistics and compare it with other countries,
Yeah.
I would say at the moment it is quite high. The ratio
Yeah.
of those who are those who've confirmed positive and
yeah.
those who have passed away.
Yeah.
We hope that it will stop here. That is our sincere hope.
Yeah.
That after this 1 death, we will not have a series of deaths.
Yeah.
I just want to commend the Ministry of Health for doing a wonderful job.
Yeah.
But I think more work can be done to provide timely access to information and timely dissemination of information. I think that is key.
Okay.
If that is done, you'll see that we'll prevent a lot of misinformation or leakages that you normally see going on social media, people having access to information that was supposed to be confidential for a moment and to be officially released, and people have access to it.
Yeah.
So I think more work needs to be done. A lot of work has been done. I have to commend all the stakeholders, the KMC, they're doing a fantastic job.
Yeah.
But more needs to be done. More needs to be done.
Yeah.
I think we need to be more proactive as well.
Yeah. And decisive
and decisive as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
And to an extent, sometimes even take some not so easy measures or difficult measures, because the human being is sometimes very difficult to predict or to deal with. So sometimes we really don't have any choice, because that's what's happening in other countries.
Yeah, absolutely.
In our neighboring country, they're taking very strict measures.
Yeah, absolutely.
So that the population, because
yesterday, or was it the day before, President Macky declared a state of emergency.
Yeah. And people who violated that state of emergency, you saw the consequences.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Because this is a very dangerous and deadly virus, and the way it spreads, if not controlled, it can wipe out a whole community easily.
Yeah,
and we are just over 2 million.
Yeah.
We cannot afford it. We cannot afford to be complacent. We don't have enough resources.
Yeah, and why what does our worry is that, if you look at Gambian, some people, you go out markets, you go to garages, people aren't worried. We still mingle, we still go normal business.
Yeah, so a lot of sensitization needs to be done. So I commend all the groups. The more groups we have going around, door to door, sensitizing the people about dangers of this virus, to really know that this is a very serious virus that can, destroy our livelihoods. Already jobs are being lost.
Yeah, absolutely.
As businessmen and women, I am in the business industry, and we're already feeling it. We know that the impact is already there.
Yeah.
So the earlier we wake up and fight this together, all of us collectively, regardless of tribe, political affiliation, I think we should be able to defeat it. Otherwise, it will not look good.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I'm optimistic. I am naturally an optimist. I'm hopeful that this will be a wake-up call for everybody to do something. Yeah. I think if everyone does something, we're doing something, another person can do something, I think we'll be able to meet our objective.
Fantastic. And it's for that reason why he is here to tell us, that is you and I, and of course anyone that is watching, that him together with ANASPA and others that they are working with have decided to develop a website where Gambians home and abroad, or anybody, can access reliable and factual and accurate, of course, information about the coronavirus. If you want to prevent yourself, if you want to know about what to do or how to be more careful in your movements, in your dealings with people and all that, you can get access information on this very website you are seeing on the screen. And of course other apps or ways of communication also is emails and SMS and WhatsApp, as we all use WhatsApp. Texting is SMS and all that, which all that is part of us already. So it's just be committed and be that curious to know what you should do to prevent yourself, but not only yourself, your family and everybody around you as well. And I think that's pretty much important in this regard. Just finally remind us about the website.
Yeah.
How do people get to access the information? What should you do? The WhatsApp group as well. It's yet to be developed, but you can remind us again the SMS, the email and all that before we finally conclude.
Yes, the website is www.covidgambia.org, covidgambia.org. It's a responsive website.
Great.
By that, what we mean is you can easily access it using your mobile phone. You don't need a laptop to access our website or to see it properly. It will automatically configure itself based on your mobile phone resolution, screen resolution. You will not be scrolling from left to right and that sort of thing.
Okay.
So it's almost like a mobile app. Okay, due to time restrictions, that's why we just did the website, but we could have also developed a mobile app maybe in the future if necessary. But for now, we just focus on the website to keep things simple.
Okay.
The email address is help@covidgambia.org.
Okay.
The WhatsApp chatbot has been developed but not yet launched.
Okay.
Because we need some approvals from WhatsApp, because this is a very new feature even for WhatsApp.
Okay.
This is like the beta version. WhatsApp has never had this feature, so it's something very recent that they're developing, and they provide it to us or to people who need it on a case-by-case basis, basically giving you access to their code and stuff like that.
Okay.
So this is what we are just working on. It's already done. Just need the final approval from WhatsApp, and then it will be launched.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Fantastic. So that's the message you had it. I know my director would immediately want to click in and check, get more information. She is that much curious, I know. So thank you very much for the initiative, and I think it's Gambians would welcome this development. As you already mentioned earlier, that the response has already started to be very positive, and this is what we expect. And we hope that more people, more Gambians, as you continue to also inform Gambians about this website and some of the things that you are doing to help them inform, they would then get to be more involved and to be more aware. On final note, what will be your words of advice to the Gambians and to all that are watching in the outside or anywhere in the world right now, to be more serious in what we faced with right now? It's a serious fight, like you said. We are really all have to pull up our socks and get ready to fight. It's a war, and it's really serious, not a joke.
Absolutely. So we should see this as a war. It's a war between life and death. It's not a movie. This is real life, and we've heard news about other countries. Look at Italy. They are the most devastated in this, in terms of number of deaths, number of cases. They have surpassed China.
Yeah, crazy.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah, crazy stuff, really.
And the reason why we should all be concerned is that this is affecting developed countries, not third world countries like us. Developed countries with a lot of resources, wealthier than us, and they are struggling. So you can imagine places like the UK and the US. They're saying that they don't have enough ventilators. They are struggling to cope and stuff like that. We don't want to get to that level. So that's why we're just saying prevention. Wash your hands. Keep a distance, and most importantly, just stay at home. Just stay at home. The more you stay at home, the less likely that you'll fall a victim or become a victim. So let us all be vigilant. And those who have been in contact with anyone who has visited any of these affected countries, please do yourself a favor and report yourself so that you can be quarantined to protect yourself and to protect the rest of the society. I just want to say thank you very much to iAfrica.
Thank you
for giving us this opportunity once again.
Thank you very much. Modou Njie, founder of NOAP, Plus website design and development agency, and of course Farm Fresh agro take, and it was a pleasure having you on the platform. But also, we thank your co-partner Anas, you know, for jointly, of course, coming up with this very eventful, initiative. It's really very good one. So viewers, wherever you might be watching, we equally want to thank you so very much for the pleasure of your company, for always relying on Africa TV, in such a critical situation or any other development in the country. We can't just thank you enough. But this has been it for today and for now. Thank you very much for being with us from the start of the program, 9 o'clock to now. Again, we will be back on other platforms to talk about more on the coronavirus. We'll keep the awareness going. We'll keep informing people and Gambians all around the world, inshallah. And then until we meet again tomorrow in another edition of the Good Morning Africa here on Africa TV. Many thanks, and of course, see you tomorrow. Bye for now.